Class 6, we are going to start in this video exercise 38 of square root chapter. Now 38 exercise consists of all problem sums. Sum number 1, a number is twice another positive number. So here a relation is given. We don't know the number, but there is a number and the other number is related to it. What is the other number? It is twice the other. If their product is 1250, so and now you are multiplying both the numbers, the product is 1250. Find the numbers. Find the number means find the two numbers which were unknown. So let one of the number be x. So we are taking that one of the number is x. Therefore, the other number will be equal to 2 times of x, because the relation is given one number is twice the other. So this number is twice the other number. So if the other number is x, this number will be 2x. Now according to the problem, their product is 1250. That means if you multiply the two numbers x into 2x, that will give you 1250. Find the two numbers. So we have to find x, the first number, and 2x, the second number. So with this equation we will begin our sum. X into 2x is equal to 1250 given. Now you multiply. So 2 and x into x, like terms when multiplied, their power increases. So here nothing is there means their power is 1. So x power get added, 1 plus 1, 2. So 2x square equal to 1250. Now we will find the unknown. Here unknown is the x. So we shift all the numbers that we know to the right hand side. So x square will be equal to 1250 divided by 2. Why we have divided? Because in the left hand side 2 was multiplied to x square. When it changes side, it becomes divided by. Now cancel it. Reduce 2 6 are 12, 2 are 4, 10250. So x square is equal to 625. Therefore, what will be the x value? X will be, when we change the square and it shifts that side, it becomes root over. We need to find x. We don't need x square. So we have to shift the square, and when square changes side, it becomes root. Similarly, when root changes side, it becomes square. That type of sum already video is provided on exercise 37. So now square root of 625. Now you can solve this square root by division, factorization, any method, and also by observation, looking into the thing. This is a very standard value, you know. 25 into 25 gives 625. So we will break it and write as a multiplication of two similar numbers only by observation. Only by looking at it, I understood. So out of the two numbers, if you write one number, you are basically taking outside the square root. So 25 is the value of x. So now I will find the number. So therefore you will write it down. I am writing it over here. Therefore, what will be the first number? What will be the number? One of the number, you have taken it as x equal to x, which is equal to the value you have already taken out, 25. And the other number, the relation was given 2 times of x. So that will be 2 into x. Multiply the value of x that you have got with 2. So it will give you 50. So what you will write in the answer? The answer will be, the two numbers are 25 and 50. You have to write the answer in statements. I am not writing over here, but you will write at the end, the two numbers are 25 and 50 after finding the value. The next question is the product of two positive numbers. It is same as the first question, but the writing of the sum you need to understand. The product of two numbers is 1024. So here also the multiplication of two numbers, after multiplying the value is given to you. And their quotient is 4. Quotient means out of the two numbers when you divide, you get the quotient 4. So the two numbers are divisible by each other. Find the numbers. So first, what will I do with the quotient value? Just check. Suppose the two numbers, you are dividing one number, number 1 with the other number. So when you are dividing, what happens? You are dividing n1, number 1 with the number 2. So this is the dividend over here and this is the divisor. Now divisor into something will give you the number if it is exactly divisible. So what is given, the quotient is 4 means the divisor into quotient gives the dividend. So the divisor into quotient will give you the number and it is exactly divisible. So no remainder. So repeating once more, if you divide only the two numbers, you get the concept of quotient. And when I am dividing this number with the number 2, what I see, the quotient is 4. That means number 2 into 4 will give you the number 1 and there is no remainder. That means, can I say it in the other way, that what is your n1? If I obtain n1 by multiplying 4 to n2, dividend into quotient, divisor into quotient gives you dividend. So dividend is equal to divisor into quotient. So if I say number 1 we obtain by multiplying 4 to number 2, can I say let the number 2 be x? Then 4 times of x, 4 times of this number is equal to number 1. So what can I say? What can I consider the two numbers over here? Let one of the number be x, n2 suppose it is x. Then how can we get n1? It is 4 times this number, so 4x. So what you have to write is, your starting statement will be the two numbers are x and 4x. Now what was the difference between this and the previous sum is, the previous sum it was directly given, one of the number is 4 times the other. So one number is x, then the other number is 4 times. But here you have to find this by understanding the concept of quotient. So the two numbers are x and 4x. According to the problem, their product is given. So if you multiply the two numbers x and 4x, you get 1024. Now you have to find the unknown x value. The two numbers we have to find at the end. But first here the unknown is x, we have to find that. Shift the 4, all the known things you shift that side. (256). Then what will be your x value? You have to also take the square root on the other side. So it is root over of 256. Now 256 is not so big number. How to find out the square root? You can do prime factorization. You can do division method. But generally we do division method for long numbers. For short numbers we try to do it by prime factorization. But we can also do by observation. If we look and understand whose multiplication gives 256, then you can do. Now how will you think? See, 6 is coming at the end. When 6 is coming at the end, think of any number that gives you, any similar number when you multiply gives you 6 at the end. Any two similar numbers when multiplied gives you 6 at the end. So 1 is 4. 4 fours gives you 16. But here it is 256. So try out higher units of 4, that is 14 into 14. But it gives you 296. So now we will try some other method. 6 into 6 also gives you 36. So try out with 16 into 16 if this comes. Higher numbers having 6 at the end. So it gives me 256. So what am I doing? I am just checking that last digit is 6, which two similar numbers when multiplied give 6 at the end. Number 1, 4 fours are 16. But 4 fours gives you 16. It does not give you 256. So we are trying higher numbers with having 4 at the end. So I can try 14 into 14. But whatever I do, I have to practice with similar numbers, multiply similar numbers. If 14 into 14 is not giving, you can try 24 into 24. And what I did, even 6 into 6 gives me 36. The digit comes 6 at the end. So I have tried higher units of 6. 16 into 16 gave me 256. So I am writing, breaking it up and writing as a multiplication of 16 into 16. So when we take out of the square root, x is equal to 16. Now what will be the value of x square? What will be the other number? So x, after finding, you have found one of the number which you have taken as x. Therefore the other number will be 4x. So therefore other number, you need to just multiply the value of x with 4. So the other number will be 4 into x, which is equal to 4 into 16, that is 64. So 64. The two numbers you have to write. The answer is, the two numbers are 16 and 64.